And so what was happening there was these Anunnaki people, they were arguing and battling each other using human beings as the warriors. And sometimes you would see that the angels, which were really the aliens, would get involved in these battles as well and go to war with the humans. They had to put on helmets and breastplates, and they would have to get swords, and you have to go. They have to go fight. These same angels that the Bible talks about were having with women and homosexuals. They were getting drunk. They were doing partying, all this crazy stuff, right? So that was in the Bible too. So these were not angels; these were aliens. These Anunnaki people. You working and fighting with human beings for whatever reason. They always wanted to have control over more land, more resources, and these people, these aliens, kept fighting each other using human beings as chattel. If you look into the Indian Vedas, you find that there were these huge flying cities. And these huge flying cities, in my opinion, are UFOs. They were flying cities with literally thousands of people in each one of these vessels. And these vessels would go to war above land against each other in plain broad daylight. Well documented. These people were warring people and always fighting over more resources, more land, because why? Earth was a breakaway civilization for them. And it was always a consistent battle over control from the very first time they got here. The very first time, the first one who landed here was Alalu. Alalu killed the king on Nibiru and then fled to Earth. And then from Earth, he negotiated back with them a deal that he would have kingship and he would keep his life on Earth as long as he gave them the location of some of the resources and was able to transport resources back to Nibiru, which were greatly needed there. So this story is much bigger than you even think. You don't even come close, most people, to understanding where all this information comes from and what the true information is really all about and what the underlying story is really all about. Who is doing all this killing? It's not the creator of the universe that you think I believe it. Everybody thinks there's this creator, that's grand creator, this grand artist. I believe that. But guess what? In that book, that ain't it. That's a murdering, a sadistic, psychopathic, narcissistic murderer. That's what that is. And unfortunately, that has really crept into the DNA and the epigenetics of people on this planet and has us beating that same garbage into every single one of our generations over and over again. And I'm here to try to stop it. You can believe in a creator of a universe. There's nothing wrong with that. But understand that that is something that doesn't even exist inside this universe. You're not going to interact with, you're not going to walk up and shake hands with this entity. You're not going to hang out and go have a beer at the bar and hang out with like Jesus did. You're not going to have casual conversations about people. That's not going to happen. It's not going to happen, guys. It's just not going. There's no book. I've gone through over 1,000 books. That includes scriptures, texts, cylinder scrolls, papyruses, you name it. There is no book on this planet that actually, and from ancient texts, that says this is the actual real God. They're all talking about multiple gods with an S, and these gods, they all turn out to be regular old people that put their pants on one leg at a time, just like you and me.
By Compendium of the Emerald Tablets by Billy Carson.